So I'm just going to come online, talk about a few things. I'm a little crooked here. Let's see if that's better. Um, talk about my purchases for this week or for the last 2 weeks. Okay, where do I start? I'm working on a mystery novel. I do write mystery novels. I have a couple on Amazon if you're so inclined to look at them over. I'm also having a audiobook put out in the next month for Murder in the Pachysandra. So that's exciting. Should be out in the next 2 weeks actually, which was an interesting experience, which I may talk about at some point about how you transition a written book to an audiobook. Now I did get a professional reader, but it's interesting when you think about how you're writing the book and how it might translate into an audiobook. Again, that's a whole other topic. But I did buy a book to use for my mystery writing, and it's this one here. It's called Wicked Plants. These are all plants that are all around us that you can murder people with, apparently. And what a wonderful book. This woman also writes mystery. She's a New York Times bestseller. Beautiful, kind of organic looking paper, and a very interesting topics. The colors are not, they're just basic, black and white colors, drawings. But this is a great book. Now, there is something weird about the layout, which I haven't quite figured out. It's like she has the dangerous and deadly and painful. She has those kinds of, this is a painful thing if you eat it. And then we have the deadly ones here, but they're peppered throughout the book, which I'm not sure. Maybe I was just opening the book and reading certain sections, and I haven't quite figured out how that goes. There's illegal plants. So, I was having someone die of heart attack or something, but I said no, we use this one's going to be plants murders by plants. Which makes me think I'm never going to leave the house again because there's like all these deadly plants around us, like everywhere. Got to watch your animals when you take them outside. Okay, so that was that. Great book. I would recommend that. Just for, a nice thing to have in your library in case you want to murder somebody. There's a couple decks I want to talk about that I did buy, and it's this one. This is a European deck. I'm not sure what country it's from. It's English, and it's called the Manuscript of Initiations from Dark Sinver. It's a really cool deck in many ways. I love the way it looks. In fact, I was going to lay it out so you could see it, but I don't know how to move this around over to my table. It comes with a book that is essentially not readable. I think what they did is they went to, it's in multiple languages, but I think they went to like Google Translate and just had them do it all. It doesn't make a lot of sense, the book. Maybe I'm missing something though. But anyways, here's the deck. It's got this beautiful, like kind of a matte finish. And then you have these great backs. And then it's all manuscripts. It's pictures from manuscripts, old manuscripts that are sort of there. Now this is the strength card. So you see the woman with the lion, and then you see the little manuscript pages. Then they add little other pictures in there. So it's kind of cool to read with. Now I did read with it, and I thought it was kind of good, but it's not for beginners, and it's not. No, I would not use the book to read with this. The layout is so pretty because, I should lay it down on a table, but it's all this pretty. Can you see how this is so pretty? I think it's really pretty. And they're really, they're marked nice, so you can see the numbers are very clear. You know what they are pretty clearly. Like this is the 10 of. No, it's not the 10. What is it? Yeah, the 10 of wands. The picture is sort of like the Ten of Wands, but you know, it is the Ten of Wands. If you read numerically, and you won't have any, with the numerology, you won't have any problem. But still, there's a lot to pick out of here. There's a lot of pictures, little tiny pictures of all kinds of things. I really like this deck. But it's not, I wouldn't say it's for beginners. And the other thing, it's essentially paper. It's gilded, but look at how, you know, this is a paper deck. Very easy to shuffle. And I'll just show you a couple cards. Ace of Swords. You know, again, very simple. There's light coming in here. It's kind of weird. Anyways, so this is called the Manuscript of Initiations. I got it for like, I think $25, and it's a European deck, but someone in the United States is selling these, so I got it for like $25. I think it included shipping. Came very quickly. Once again, it's a very cool deck. Okay, so I think it would be nice to work with. It'd be a pretty deck to work with something that's a little, maybe the similar coloration, but a little tighter, not so much beige space. I think this would be a great deck to work with other decks. The other deck I bought was, this one's out of print. It's called the Inner Child Cards, a Fairytale Tarot. It's huge, huge. It comes in one of these things. And comes with a quite substantial book. You know, there's so many books with tarot cards. They're just so awesome. And I keep saying, oh, I'm gonna read this book cover to cover, because I never do, because I get busy with other things. But man, this book is fantastic. It doesn't have the colored pictures, but it goes into fairy tales. It talks about the fairy tales, and all the fairy tales are they make them apropos for the tarot. So I'm going to show you a couple what I mean. These pictures. Now, it depends how well you know your fairy tales. I don't know. I mean, I know the basics, but I don't know a lot of fairy tales. Here are the backs. These cards are humongous. And these cards, the cardstock it's paper. I mean, it is, I guess it's cardstock, but it's very, very thin. So I'm going to show you a couple of the cards. This is the Fool card. This is the Fool card. Now, the other reason I'm getting this deck, I thought, was, you know, it could be inspiration for pictures, for paintings for myself. It's a Fool card, and it's called Little Red Cap. Now, that's a story. That's a fairy tale, apparently, but I don't know that fairy tale, but I'll learn about it. This is the Magician. It's all Aladdin and the magic lamp. I think this is a cool deck. You know, if this cardstock was a little smaller and nice and like thick, this deck would fly out the door. Oh my God. But you can pick this up. I don't know if I got it. I looked it up, I think, on Amazon, and there were third party sellers. This is the fairy godmother coming from Cinderella. And that is the High Priestess. Then we have, this is so cute. This is the Empress, Mother Goose. Look at that picture. I mean, oh my God. Anyways, it's giving me, here we go, the Emperor. The Emperor. And it's called The Emperor's New Clothes. Of course, I know that one. And the Wizard comes up as the Hierophant. So these cards are humongous, but it'd be a great deck. This is a great deck. Just the lovers are Hansel and Gretel. Peter Pan is the chariot. Out of print, but can be purchased. I think I picked it up for certainly under $30. I think it was more like 20, maybe 23, 24, 25. Okay, then the last one I want to show before I have to go out is this deck. You know, I buy a lot of decks, and this was Mon Kelly, Truth and Story. I saw it and I said, gee, that looks really cool. And I went and I bought it because, you know, and it comes with this. It comes with a nice little pouch, lined and everything. And it comes in a beautiful box. It's a magnetic closure. So it closes up. It's called the 50-Cent Tarot. Comes with a book. So it comes in like this. You can get your sides and you can get different side colors and different, something else is different. But anyways, I got the green on green. So it's the green sides with the green box. And there's that. This is a really unique deck. Oh, it doesn't come with a book. Does this come with a book? No, it doesn't come with a book, does it? I thought it came with a book. Doesn't really need to come with a book. No, it doesn't need a book. I can't remember what things come with, what other things. So here we have this. This deck, and it's all mixed up because I was looking at it. This is probably the deck I probably spent like 2 hours looking at, which is interesting. It's keywords, and it's kind of animal, plant-based, but like here's the Eight of Cups, and there's a lot to see in each card. I'm going to turn that up. Now this is right side up. The top keyword is abandonment. The bottom, now, so you have your keywords that you can read. Now, if you use reversals and you pull a reversal, there's also keywords that are that you can read that are in the right position. Like now, if it's reversed, it's avoidance, walking away, fear of loss. That's it in reverse. So no matter how you pull the cards, you can see what the keywords are, what they say the keywords are. Now, the keywords, I did notice some of them are repeated in different cards. That could have been one thing that could have been changed, or should be changed maybe if they do another edition. You don't want the same keywords on different cards, in my opinion. The cardstock is just beautiful. It's just this gilding, this green gilding. Beautiful cardstock. It's not, is it linen? It almost feels like the linen, but it doesn't have the bumps on it. It's a matte, it's certainly a matte finish. There's the backs. So this deck, I think is now, so this deck was $40. So it's a little more expensive than what I like to pay. But I just got a message here. Okay, it's a little bit more than I want to pay, but it came with a bag, it came with a beautiful box, and it was free shipping. I think they included the shipping as well. I just had to pay tax. That's the strength card. On top it says influence, on the bottom, underneath, to turn it around, it's weakness. There's the strength card. The numbers are kind of hidden up in there. The Page of Matches. Matches are the wands. So you see a bird there. And it says Page of Matches. The keyword is free spirit. And in reverse, it's setbacks. So I think it's kind of nice for someone who's learning tarot, or just someone who wants to explore other meanings, or just for the beauty of it. This laid out is gorgeous. I mean, you can just see how beautiful this is laid out. This is just beautiful laid out. And I think he does, or she, I think it's a gentleman who did this. I don't know, here's a cups one, and they have like they have teacups for the cups. You know, you have to kind of look at things. It is a little, the keywords are very clear. The pictures themselves are interesting. You have to kind of look a little more closely to see exactly what's going on, because there's a busyness. It's interesting because there's a busyness to it, and there's like an openness to this deck. Here's the universe card. Anyways, I looked at this deck for like 2 hours, and I'm still sort of fascinated by it. I like it. This is a cool deck. So those are my 3 decks that I wanted to show you, and my book, Wicked Plants. And that's it. That's a short video. Have a great day.